Okay, let's take a look at the example at the level 2 dynamics worksheet, question number 6. When a force of 10 Newton is applied to an object of mass 5 kg, okay, let's underline the keywords. A force of 10 Newton, and it moves with a steady speed. Alright, steady speed is what we call constant speed. In another word for it is called uniform speed, okay, of 0.2 meters per second. Okay, so in 6 part A, it says what is the resultant force acting on the object. And just take note, resultant force, okay, is actually a net force, and the resultant force acting on object is 0 Newton, meaning that there's no net force. Okay, why is it so? Okay, let's take a look, okay, at the revision of our mind map. Okay, so in the mind map, as we can see, under net force, okay, there's two scenarios. One is unbalanced force, the other one is when there's a net force, okay, of when there's no net force, okay, on when the net force is 0 Newton. Okay, the object itself, okay, is not moving, or is moving but with constant speed. Okay, so in this example we can see that the object is moving at constant speed, and therefore, okay, it has no net force when the net force is equals to 0. Alright, so when you see steady speed and they ask you for the net force, you don't need to do any calculation. Immediately you know that it's actually 0 Newton. Part B, indicate on the diagram the other horizontal force acting on the object and label it. Okay, so we can see that the other force is actually acting opposite to the 10 Newton force, because if I have a pushing force of 10 Newton, alright, the opposite force should counterbalance it, which is also 10 Newton, which is the answer for part C. Okay, and for the object above, is it under the influence of what kind of forces? It's under the influence of what we call a balanced force, okay, or where there's no net